When it comes to outdoor gear, reliability matters, and that's exactly why G Shock has earned such a loyal following. You'll see them strapped to hikers, climbers, military personnel, and weekend adventurers alike. That's because Casio G Shock watches have a reputation for being nearly tough. But there's a lot more going on beneath that rugged exterior. From solar charging to atomic timekeeping and surprisingly smart design choices, these watches pack more tech than most people expect. And if you've been thinking about adding one to your kit, you're in the right place, as today, we're going to show you the 25 best G Shock watches you can get. Updated price and purchase links are down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. When your trail turns into mud, dust starts flying, and weather shifts without warning, you need a watch that keeps working no matter what. And this G Shock Mudmaster GGB 100 is built exactly for that kind of situation. It's basically the 1A9 variant, which comes with mud-resistant carbon core guard construction, so dirt and debris stay out of the buttons and inner parts. You get quad sensor features, including a digital compass, altimeter, barometer, thermometer, and with a step counter, which means you can check direction, altitude changes, and pressure shifts right from your wrist. It's water-resistant up to 200 meters, runs on a long-life battery, and connects through Bluetooth to the G Shock app for mission logs and automatic time adjustment. The large 55.4mm case makes the display easy to read, and the Super Illuminator LED helps in low light. For hikers, off-road riders, or field workers, these features help track routes, predict weather, and stay oriented in rough terrain. Users often say it feels extremely tough and reliable in harsh conditions, though some mention the case feels bulky on smaller wrists. Still, this watch delivers serious outdoor performance and visibility that most people happily trade the size for. Sometimes when you're heading outdoors, you really don't need a bunch of advanced sensors or Bluetooth features. You just need a watch that can take a beating and keep showing the right time without complaining. That's where the G Shock DW6900LU fits perfectly. This model carries that classic triple graph front design that G Shock fans have loved for years, and it's built with the brand's signature shock resistance and 200-meter water resistance, so rain, river splashes, or accidental drops are not a big deal at all. It comes with a bright LED backlight, which is honestly very helpful during night camping or early morning hikes when it's still dark. You also get a stopwatch, countdown timer, multifunction alarm, and full auto calendar, which are simple but very practical tools for outdoor routines. And the case weighs just 67 grams, which means it feels solid but not heavy on the wrist during hikes or long outdoor sessions. Its resin case and band feel light on the wrist, so wearing it all day doesn't feel heavy or uncomfortable. Many users appreciate how reliable and affordable it is, though some mention it doesn't have solar charging or smart features. Still, this watch proves that simple toughness is sometimes all you really need outdoors. After something a bit more refined than the rugged sensor-packed G Shocks, the G Shock MTGB 3000 steps in like a premium all-rounder. This watch blends metal and tough resin together with Casio's dual-core guard structure, which means it's both tough and slimmer than older MTG models. The carbon-reinforced case keeps it shock-resistant, vibration-resistant, and ready for 200-meter water resistance while still feeling surprisingly sleek on the wrist, which matters when you're hiking long days or switching between outdoor chores and everyday wear. It uses tough solar charging, so light keeps the battery going, and the multi-band 6 radio control keeps the time super accurate even if you're somewhere remote. You also get Bluetooth smartphone connectivity for automatic time updates, world time in dozens of cities, alarms, stopwatch, countdown timer, and a super bright LED for dark trails. The sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating makes the face easy to read even in glare. and the one-push band release lets you switch straps quickly depending on your activity. Though it may feel more like a stylish, everyday companion than a hardcore field instrument, still, this watch brings a rare combo of elegance, rugged build, and practical outdoor utility that many people love. Now, a lot of outdoorsy people tend to avoid the SteelSeries G Shock watches because they picture classic G Shocks as rugged resin beasts, and that's fair because resin tends to absorb shock better and feels lighter during long hikes or rough use. But the G Shock GSTB 1000 flips that idea on its head in a way that still makes sense for outdoor lovers who want something tougher and a bit more classy. This G-Steel model also gives you the shock resistance and 200-meter water resistance everyone expects, but in a steel-finished case that feels more substantial and premium on your wrist. It's solar-powered and has reliable timekeeping technology, plus a clear analog display that's easy to read on the trail or at the campsite. Outdoors, it's comfortable for all-day wear, handles rain and splashes with confidence, and still feels tough rather than fragile. People who have used it casually often mention that some of the sub-dials, like the 24-hour marker or stopwatch options, feel a bit cosmetic compared to purpose-built digital tools outdoors. Still, this watch wins points for being easy to wear everywhere from muddy trails to campfire evenings, while still giving you that classic rugged G-Shock reliability. Stepping into something iconic but still fully capable outdoors, the G Shock GMWB 5000MB is basically the full metal version of the original square G Shock that started the legend. It packs the classic shock-resistant structure and 200-meter water resistance you'd expect from a real outdoor watch, but in a stainless steel case with a matte finish that looks sharp, whether you're trekking through streams or grabbing dinner after a long day. This watch uses tough solar, so exposure to light keeps it powered, and it has multi-band 6 radio time correction plus Bluetooth smartphone link, so the time stays accurate automatically, which is a nice perk when you travel between time zones. You also get world time, stopwatch, countdown timer, alarms, reminders, and even a phone finder through the connected app. And the full metal build makes it feel solid and dependable, though some users say it can feel a bit heavier than resin-based models. But we must say, the overall comfort and premium feel make it great for people who want a rugged outdoor buddy that also fits in with everyday fashion and travel needs, combining reliability with classic G Shock DNA that's stood strong for decades. When you want more than just time on your wrist, something that supports training, tracking, and exploring, the G Shock GBDH 1000 brings a mix of advanced sensors and ruggedness that truly feels complete. This watch has built-in GPS, heart rate monitor, compass, altimeter or barometer, thermometer, step tracking, and Bluetooth connectivity to the Casio Watches app. And it charges both by solar-assisted power and USB. Plus, it stays water-resistant to 200 meters, so rain, sweat, and splashes are no worry. We really like how it blends fitness metrics with outdoor awareness, tracking distance, pace, elevation, heart rate, and even sunrise or sunset times. If you're on a long hike or a multi-hour run, it gives you meaningful data without feeling bulky. The bright backlight also keeps the screen clear in low light. For outdoor use, it helps you plan and review workouts, monitor effort, and stay oriented with GPS plus environmental sensors. Users appreciate the comfort and clear display, but some note the smartphone syncing can be slow or glitchy, and the interface isn't as speedy as a full smartwatch. Though it's not ideal if you want smartwatch-style apps or super fast sync, but if you want rugged performance with detailed data and long battery life, this sits right in that sweet spot. People who spend days on trails or in nature often run into mud, dust, rain, slippery soil, and unpredictable weather. This G Shock Mudman GW9500 is built for that. This watch packs triple sensor tech with a digital compass, barometer, and thermometer in a mud-resistant case that keeps grime out of buttons and mechanisms. It's solar-powered with multi-band 6 radio calibration for super accurate time, and it stays water-resistant to 200 meters. The display uses a dual-layer LCD that makes compass directions easier to read, and the Super Illuminator LED backlight keeps things visible at night. The case and band use bio-based resin, which feels strong and surprisingly light on the wrist. For people hiking, trekking, or working in rough environments, having reliable direction, altitude, and pressure information right on your wrist can prevent getting lost, help anticipate weather shifts, and keep you confident moving forward. Users often praise how tough and dependable it feels, with clear readings in all kinds of weather and excellent time accuracy thanks to solar and radio control. So, if you want raw, reliable readings and a build that shrugs off mud and dirt, this is the one that feels like it was truly made for the outdoors. When your outdoor world is rough, rocky, dusty, or wet, the G Shock GWGB 1000 Mudmaster feels like it's designed to answer those challenges. It's built with a carbon core guard structure and oversized buttons that resist mud and debris, while sensors give you altitude readings, barometer trends, temperature, and a reliable digital compass. Add Bluetooth linking to your phone for time syncing and data support, and you've got a watch that stays in step with both the environment and your schedule. The watch's case and strap materials are rugged. The backlight is bright for night navigation. People love how the large numbers and sensors work together. You can glance at altitude or air pressure before an incoming storm or check direction. Though it's heavy, and its screen isn't as sharp or interactive as touchscreen smartwatches. For casual city use, it feels big, but on the trail, its bold presence and rock-solid construction are reassuring. If your day includes unpredictable terrain or you need a tool watch that lives through dirt, rain, and impact, the Mudmaster really feels like it was built for that. Next, we've got the G Shock GPRH 1000 Rangeman. This model takes traditional rugged G Shock toughness and adds GPS route recording, navigation, and backtracking features, so you can plan a path, save it, and retrace steps if needed. Alongside GPS, it also keeps heart rate tracking, altimeter, barometer, and compass sensors. The Rangeman's solar power and rugged build mean you're not constantly hunting for outlets or worrying about rain damage. On a multi-day hike or wilderness expedition, having route data and weather insights on your wrist makes navigating unfamiliar terrain so much more relaxed. It also tracks pace and elevation changes, helping you gauge effort on long climbs. But GPS features still use battery faster than simpler models, so if you just want a pure timepiece without navigation, it can feel like overkill. The screen and interface are functional but not flashy. So, for outdoor explorers who go far and wide though, having navigation that doesn't rely on your phone and a watch that just keeps working is a big advantage. Sometimes you want something simple, light, and ready for casual hikes, runs, or everyday life. The G Shock GBD 200 fits that role perfectly. On the spec side, this watch is shock-resistant, water-resistant to 200 meters, and has a clear memory and pixel display that stays readable in bright sun, plus Bluetooth connectivity to track steps, distance, pace, and training logs on your phone. It also includes world time, stopwatch, timer, alarms, and a bright LED backlight for low-light visibility. Where it shines for outdoor lovers is its balance of comfort and function. It's noticeably lighter and thinner than heavier G-Shocks, and the display stays easy to read whether you're on a forest trail or city sidewalk. The training features help joggers and hikers keep track of their pace and improvement, and having step and distance logs in the app means you don't need fancy gear to track progress. Well, obviously, it won't replace GPS-grade navigation or detailed environmental sensors, so if you're venturing deep into the backcountry, it's not enough. But for daily walks, trail runs, casual hikes, or fitness tracking, the GBD 200 feels reliable. It's a great everyday outdoor companion that still carries that classic G-Shock toughness. After all the hardcore sensor-focused watches, the MTGB 4000 feels like a refined kind of toughness. This watch is built using carbon-reinforced resin and stainless steel, giving it serious strength while keeping the design more polished. It runs on tough solar power, has Bluetooth connectivity, multi-band 6 radio time calibration, and 200 meters of water resistance. The sapphire crystal adds scratch resistance, which really helps when you're outdoors around rocks, gear, or metal surfaces. Once paired to your phone, it keeps time perfectly, adjusts automatically when traveling, and never needs battery changes. So it's best suited for outdoor travel, camping trips, or adventure travel where you still want something stylish on the wrist. Plus, it handles rain, shocks, and temperature changes without complaint. Well, there's no compass or GPS, so it's not meant for serious hiking guidance. But if your outdoor life involves travel, rough weather, movement between time zones, and long days without charging access, the MTG-B 4000 gives you that durability. Next, we've got the MRGB 2000 KT. It is quite different from the rest, and that's intentional. This watch is built from titanium, and that makes it extremely strong while staying lighter than steel. And it uses DLC coatings for scratch resistance. It runs on solar power, supports Bluetooth and multiband 6, and offers 200 meters of water resistance. What really sets it apart is the handcrafted Japanese sword-inspired design, which adds depth and texture you don't usually see on outdoor watches. Functionally, it's about precision and resilience. It keeps perfect time, resists corrosion from sweat or salt air, and survives impacts easily. For outdoor use, it's excellent for travel, harsh climates, and daily wear in demanding environments. It doesn't mind rain, dust, or temperature swings, and it feels solid without being bulky. That said, it's not built for navigation or fitness tracking. There's no compass, GPS, or sensor data, and the price puts it far outside casual use. This watch suits someone who wants extreme toughness, long-term reliability, and craftsmanship, not trail metrics. It's a luxury G-Shock that survives the outdoors quietly without needing to prove itself. If your outdoor conditions involve dirt, vibration, wind, and impact, the GWG 2000 Mudmaster feels purpose-built. It uses a carbon core guard structure, a mud-resistant button design, and thick protective bezels. Inside, you get triple sensors for altitude, barometric pressure, temperature, and a digital compass, along with solar power and multi-band 6-time calibration. This watch is especially helpful when terrain and weather constantly change. Hikers, off-road drivers, and outdoor workers can quickly check altitude gain, track pressure drops that hint at storms, and orient themselves without pulling out a phone. The sapphire crystal improves durability, and the legibility is strong even in poor weather. Where it falls short is modern connectivity, as there's no Bluetooth or GPS, so everything is read manually. And it can feel like too much for everyday casual wear, as it's a bit heavy. But for raw outdoor reliability, especially in muddy, dusty, or physically demanding environments, this Mudmaster feels like a mechanical tool you can trust when electronics fail or conditions get ugly. The next one is a legend for a reason, so we're talking about the GW9400 Rangeman. It delivers triple sensors, solar power, multi-band 6, and 200 meters of water resistance in a design that's been trusted by military personnel, survivalists, and outdoor professionals for years. Plus, it gives you compass direction, altitude readings, barometric pressure trends, and temperature data in a layout that's fast to read and easy to operate with gloves. For outdoor use, this watch shines on long hikes, camping trips, and survival situations. It has a sensor button, which gives you quick access to direction and altitude, and solar charging means it keeps going for months with light exposure. Users love its dependability and simple interface. What it doesn't do is fitness tracking or GPS navigation. There's no route recording, heart rate data, or smartphone syncing. It's also visually rugged, which isn't for everyone. But if you want a proven outdoor watch that focuses on survival information and reliability, the GW9400 still holds its ground better than many newer models. Now, check out this Gravitymaster GWRB 1000, which is built for environments where vibration, pressure changes, and accuracy matter most. It features a carbon monocoque case, solar power, Bluetooth, multi-band 6, and 200 meters of water resistance. The structure resists centrifugal force and vibration, originally designed with aviation use in mind. For outdoor and travel use, this watch excels at reliability. Pilots, travelers, and outdoor professionals benefit from automatic time updates, world time, and strong shock resistance. Plus, it handles altitude changes well and stays accurate no matter where you move. And the lightweight carbon case also makes it comfortable for long wear. However, it's not meant for trail navigation or fitness tracking. There's no compass, GPS, or environmental sensors. So, if your outdoor activities are more about movement, travel, and reliability rather than hiking data, this watch fits beautifully. It's a tough, precise companion that performs best when accuracy and durability matter more than stats. When your outdoor life revolves around water instead of trails, regular G-Shocks start to feel limiting. That's where the Frogman GWFA 1000 comes in. This watch is designed specifically for diving and marine use, with an ISO-certified 200-meter water resistance, a carbon monocoque case, and full analog hands that stay readable underwater. It runs on solar power, supports Bluetooth, and automatically tracks dive time, surface intervals, and tide information through the Casio app. What really makes this watch shine is how confidently it handles saltwater, pressure, and repeated dives. The screw-down case and sapphire crystal give it a solid, professional feel, and the hands instantly switch into dive mode for easy reading below the surface. For ocean swimmers, divers, and coastal explorers, it removes the stress of tracking time and tides manually. That said, this is not a hiking or navigation watch. There's no compass, altitude, or GPS, and it feels bulky for daily land use. Users love its dive reliability, but admit it's overkill if you're not spending time in the water. If your outdoor adventures involve waves, reefs, and deep blue water, this Frogman feels purpose-built and reassuring. If you want a watch that survives outdoor conditions but still looks polished enough for daily wear, the MTGB 2000BD strikes a great balance. It combines carbon-reinforced resin and stainless steel, giving it strength without excessive weight. You get solar power, Bluetooth connectivity, multi-band 6-time calibration, sapphire crystal, and 200 meters of water resistance, so it's built to last without constant attention. This watch quietly handles the basics extremely well. It keeps perfect time, adjusts automatically when traveling, and shrugs off rain, shocks, and temperature changes. For outdoor travel, camping trips, or long days moving between locations. It's reliable without feeling like a heavy tool watch. The bracelet version adds a more premium feel while staying tough enough for rough handling. Where it's not meant to compete is outdoor navigation or fitness tracking. There's no compass and GPS. Still, users love the durability and accuracy and mention it's more about reliability than adventure metrics. So, if your outdoor life is about movement, travel, and unpredictable weather rather than trails and elevation, this watch fits naturally into that routine. Some people want extreme durability without a rugged, tactical look, and that's exactly where the MRG-B2000GA1A fits. Built from high-grade titanium with advanced surface hardening, this watch is incredibly strong while staying comfortable on the wrist. It runs on solar power, connects through Bluetooth, supports multiband 6, and offers 200 meters of water resistance. This watch focuses on precision, long-term durability, and craftsmanship rather than outdoor data. It resists scratches, corrosion, and daily abuse effortlessly, which makes it great for harsh climates, travel, and long-term wear. The finishing and build quality feel refined, but underneath, it's still a G-Shock that can take impacts and weather changes without hesitation. For outdoor use, it works best in demanding environments where toughness matters, but navigation tools aren't required. There's no compass, GPS, or fitness tracking, so it's not meant for hiking or survival scenarios. Users love how solid and smooth it feels, but agree it's not an adventure instrument. Think of this as a watch that survives the outdoors quietly, without asking for attention. If you spend a lot of time moving between places, dealing with vibration, long hours, and unpredictable conditions, heavy watches can start to feel annoying fast. That's where the G-Shock GRB300 fits in naturally. This model keeps things lighter by using a carbon core guard structure, but it still feels solid and confidence-inspiring on the wrist. It runs on solar power, connects through Bluetooth, supports world time, and stays water-resistant to 200 meters. So daily exposure to rain, sweat, or rough handling is never a concern. Once it's paired to your phone, it keeps time automatically, adjusts across time zones, and just stays accurate in the background. For outdoor travel, long drives, flights, or active workdays, it's comfortable enough to forget you're wearing it, yet tough enough to take knocks without worry. The aviation-inspired design also helps with stability during movement and vibration. This one is also not suited for trail navigation or fitness tracking, as there's no compass, GPS, or health data. Users like its comfort and toughness, but understand it's more about dependable performance than outdoor metrics. If your outdoor life involves movement, travel, and rough conditions rather than hiking data, this watch makes a lot of sense. Sometimes all you really need outdoors is knowing where you're headed and trusting your gear not to fail. The G-Shock GG1000 Mudmaster focuses exactly on that. It's built with mud-resistant construction to keep dirt and dust out, and it comes with twin sensors for a digital compass and thermometer. Add shock resistance and 200 meters of water resistance, and you get a watch that's comfortable living in rough environments. This watch works especially well for hiking, camping, outdoor work, and off-road activities where basic direction matters. The compass is quick to access, easy to read, and reliable, which helps when trails are unclear or landmarks disappear. The oversized buttons are glove-friendly, and the analog digital display stays readable even when conditions aren't great. What it doesn't try to do is advanced tracking. There's no altitude, barometer, GPS, or phone connectivity, and it runs on a standard battery instead of solar. Users appreciate its simplicity and toughness, but mention it feels dated compared to newer models. Still, If you want a straightforward outdoor watch that gives you direction, handles mud and rain, and doesn't overwhelm you with features, this watch feels practical, honest, and easy to trust. Not every outdoor day calls for a bulky tool watch, and that's where the GDB 500 fits in nicely. This one is built for people who move a lot, stay active, and still want G-Shock toughness without something heavy on the wrist. It keeps things simple with shock resistance, 200 meters of water resistance, and Bluetooth connectivity that links to your phone for step tracking, basic activity logs, alarms, and notifications. The case is noticeably slimmer than most G-Shocks, which makes it comfortable for all-day wear, even during sleep or workouts. What it does well is quietly support your daily outdoor routine. Whether you're walking, doing light hikes, commuting, or just staying active, it tracks steps in the background and survives rain, sweat, and accidental knocks. The digital display is clean and easy to read, and battery life stays strong since it doesn't rely on GPS. Though it's not suited for deep outdoor exploration, as there's no compass or navigation support, so it's not built for trail guidance. Still, users like how wearable and lightweight it feels, especially compared to larger models. For everyday outdoor movement and casual adventure, this watch feels easy, reliable, and stress-free. If you like a clean and simple look, then check out the MRGB 2100D2A. This watch is made from high-grade titanium, which keeps it extremely strong while staying comfortable and lighter than steel. It runs on solar power, connects through Bluetooth, supports multi-band 6-time calibration, and stays water-resistant to 200 meters, so it's built to last without constant attention. And instead of packing sensors, this watch focuses on reliability and long-term durability. It keeps perfect time, resists scratches and corrosion, and handles rain, temperature changes, and daily impact without issue. Well, it's not designed for his tracking or navigation. But for outdoor travel, harsh climates, or long days where you want something tough but understated, it works beautifully. Users appreciate how solid yet refined it feels, though many agree it's more about strength than features. Overall, it's a quiet kind of outdoor toughness that blends into everyday life effortlessly. Sometimes all you want is a watch that looks good, feels solid, and doesn't need explaining. The GM2110D delivers exactly that. It takes the familiar octagonal G-Shock shape and adds a stainless steel bezel for extra protection, while keeping shock resistance and 200 meters of water resistance intact. The analog-digital layout gives you clear time reading with basic functions like stopwatch, timer, alarms, and world time. This watch works well for everyday outdoor use where durability matters more than data. Rain, bumps, rough handling, and temperature changes aren't a concern. And the steel bezel adds confidence when you're around tools, rocks, or gear. It's comfortable enough for daily wear and tough enough to survive active days outside. Though there are no sensors, Bluetooth, and tracking features. Users often say they love the design and toughness, but don't expect it to do more than basic timekeeping. If your outdoor routine is casual and you just want something strong, simple, and dependable, this watch fits naturally without feeling like overkill. This one proves that you don't need complexity to be reliable outdoors. So we're talking about the GWM 5610. This watch sticks to the basics but does them extremely well. It's shock-resistant, water-resistant to 200 meters, powered by solar energy, and synced through multi-band 6 for accurate time wherever you are. It has a square digital display, which is clear, familiar, and easy to read in all conditions. For outdoor use, this watch is quite practical. You can wear it on camping trips, travel days, or long outdoor weekends without worrying about battery life or accuracy. It handles rain, sweat, and rough handling effortlessly, and the lightweight design makes it comfortable for continuous wear. What it doesn't offer is any kind of sensor data or smart connectivity. But that's also why users love it. It's dependable, simple, and almost impossible to kill. If you want a no-nonsense outdoor watch that just keeps going year after year, this one still earns its reputation easily. The GA900 is the kind of watch that looks like it's ready for abuse, and that's exactly what it's built for. With shock resistance, 200 meters of water resistance, and a thick, industrial-style case, this watch is designed for rough environments and hands-on work. The large buttons are easy to press, even with gloves, and the analog-digital display stays readable in demanding conditions. And for outdoor use, it works best in environments where bumps, dirt, and impacts are part of the day. Construction sites, workshops, outdoor labor, or heavy use situations are where this watch feels most at home. You don't have to worry about rain, dust, or accidental drops. Where it's not ideal is comfort and features. It's bulky, has no sensors, no Bluetooth, and no tracking capabilities. Users often mention that the size can feel heavy for casual wear. But if your main concern is durability and you want a watch that can take punishment without complaint, the GA900 delivers exactly that kind of rugged confidence. So, that was our list of 25 best G Shock watches you can get. Thanks for watching. Feel free to reveal your thoughts in the comments section and share this video if you find it helpful. And to know more about outdoor products, reviews, and buying guides, you can visit our website, GoOutdoorZone.com.